All of our parents who have English as a second language or third or fourth language in our school, the very first thing I say to parents is, do you speak English at home? Very often the answer is no. If you speak English at home, you give permission for that child to speak English. Almost straight away, they speak it in school and they've picked it up within 3 months. It's so fast because they're given that permission at home. Because if they only ever speak their own language at home, they don't feel comfortable speaking English. And if they're only speaking English in school, they're not picking it up quick enough. If their parents speak it, if they can, even if they don't feel confident, their children pick it up really, really fast. And we've seen evidence of that with a number of children in the school. For example, one of my family's mum self-referred. She was worried that her daughter wasn't settling into nursery. They'd arrived in the country very late. She was at the end of her time at nursery. She's now in reception. She was at the end of her time and she was really struggling. She wasn't making any friends. She didn't understand what was being said. Mum speaks perfect English, absolutely perfect English. And I said, do you ever speak English at home? No, only Polish. And I said, well, speak English at home. When you're talking about school, speak in English because you're linking those two things together. When you're reading a story, if you can, do it in English first, then in Polish. She speaks perfect English now and she's got so many friends. And when she comes into school, first thing in the morning, morning Tracy. So, you know, she's so confident, it's just boosted her confidence loads. And Mum actually now interprets for other Polish parents in the school. And I have heard her in the playground saying, you really ought to speak English at home. So I don't need to give the message anymore. That's then taken away from me, which is fantastic.